unconventional wisdom, and we got we're gonna let the church say amen today because we got a guest on the show. This is Mr. Lamman Rucker. He is a superstar actor, one of the main characters on the show that's on Opus Network, Greenleaf. Good morning, sir.
Good morning,
Good morning.
sir. And happy birthday to you.
Thank you very
sir.
much. I appreciate
yes,
it. I'm 30 years old still.
Again
For the like the 15th or 16th time.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's move on. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Same here, man.
So look, let's talk about the show, Greenleaf.
Let's
Without giving away too many secrets.
Of course.
This is an amazing show, and I find it fascinating. This is all it's church based, but there's so much drama.
Yeah.
So much drama.
No doubt
Did you?
about it.
This is season 3.
Yeah.
Did you think?
And we just got renewed for season 4.
Oh, so there's going to be a season 4.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
that's
sir.
good. Congratulations to that.
Everybody.
Shout out to that.
All right, and
so
thank
look,
you. Thank you all. Thank you all.
So look, did you when it first came on, when you first landed this role on this show, did you think it was going to be such a big hit?
People ask me that, and I think most people expected to say, "No, I had no idea." Absolutely.
Really?
I honestly,
Why so?
Honestly, I did. Especially once we actually started doing. Look, we had a cast dinner before we shot a thing, and at that cast dinner, it's like once we all met, and I'll never forget the moments of us looking at each other, and even some of the initial just introductions. The few of us who didn't know each other, and then even those of us that did. Even the anticipation of seeing each other again that day.
Right.
But then once we all were sitting there together at the same place at the same time, like literally we all kind of started grinning. We were even just looking at each other like, whoa. Like it was, honestly, and I'm not joking, you could just almost sense it already. So it was a combination of things. It was just like again, when people talk about energy, like, I think people think that other folks are just making it up.
Right.
But it really, and again, as artistic and creative people, sometimes I feel like we're a little bit more in tune with that kind of energy, with the energy of energy.
Right.
But you could just, honestly, kind of feel it.
Yeah.
And some of it even starts with Oprah. Honestly, when Oprah's in the room,
right,
she just got all kind of spiritual eminence coming out of her anyway. So even if you don't have it together,
right.
It finds a way to run through everybody and just you just
now,
start to soak into each other.
Did she handpick each one of you?
Well, you know what? You'd have to ask her that. That's an interesting. So those are some of the things that we don't always really know about.
Gotcha.
But you do know, as you learn the business, you do know that yes, there is definitely an approval process. There's what we call going up the line, or as you go through being signed off on to different people. So yes, at some point, she definitely has to say okay, and yes, even if it's just like, all right, you think you guys are good with this? Well, all right, as long as there's nobody I don't want for any reason, I'm good. So you could just feel it at that dinner, and then we were looking around at each other, even like, wow, even the way we all look, like, yeah, you could really, I'm looking at my wife and my daughter, I'm like, she look, we're like, we look alike, like, this is great. She definitely looks like she could be our baby. And then I'm looking at my baby sister Charity. I'm like, okay, so we're the chocolate ones, and okay, and then Mama's kind of light skinned, Daddy's brown and chocolate, and and then we got 2 light skinned sisters. I mean, I got cousins like that. You know what I mean? A couple of them are brown, a couple of them are fair. So it's really interesting that physically and almost, for lack of a better word, spiritually, you could tell that there was already a chemistry and a harmony that existed from day one. And once we got in there and started going for it, I was like,
a home run.
We got y'all. I couldn't wait to put this on you. I was like, when we put this on these folks, it's going down. And either we're gonna get a whole bunch of backlash, or people are gonna wrap their arms around this so hard that it's going to change the game, and it was the latter. We've gotten very little, if any, pushback. Even the ones that say they don't like it can't take their eyes off it because they know we're telling the truth.
Yeah, I'm staying up late watching. I got to tell you, I'm staying up late, missing out on my sleep because I'm hearing y'all in there arguing. You and Zora going at it.
Man, that little girl. This teenage girl.
Yeah, I know. So for the people who don't know, you are the son of a pastor.
Yes, sir. The only son.
The only son of a pastor. You have a daughter and a son, but your daughter is a teenager.
Is she?
And boy, is she rough.
She thinks she know everything.
What did they all?
Yes. Even when they're grown.
Yeah.
They're like
did we think we knew everything when we were teenagers?
Never.
I don't think I did either.
Never.
I think